but I felt like Cinderella. Squeal worthy, doing a dance in the aisles kind of thing. DVF at the thrift store. Hey everyone, Katie here from Thrift Your Heart Out, and today I've got a bit of a different video for you guys. I was kind of racking my brain trying to decide what to film next, and I didn't want to do a haul or a lookbook, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to jump into my closet and show you guys 5 high-end designer pieces that I've managed to find at secondhand stores. So most of the items are from thrift stores, but I do have one thing that is from a buy-sell trade store, but they were all amazing deals. I couldn't believe that I found them secondhand, and I wanted to share them all with you today to show you guys that you can do it too. If I can find these designers, you can totally make it happen too. So the way that I categorize the high-end designers is that every piece that I have is valued at $100 or more, and quite a few of the pieces are much more than $100 value. So I thought that that would be kind of a good way to categorize it, because they aren't like haute couture pieces like Chanel or Oscar de la Renta, which, cross your fingers that someday that happens for me. But they are much more high-end than, say, J. Crew or something that you find at the mall. So I'm really excited to share them with you guys, so let's just jump right into it. Alright, so the first piece that I have to share with you guys is something that I've actually had in my closet for about 3 years already, and if all goes well, I'll have it forever because it is just a classic. It's a total wardrobe staple. So it is this really adorable LBD, and of course I loved it because of the shape. It's got pockets, it's got this great exposed zipper in the back, and what was even better is that it's by Cynthia Rowley, and I have admired this fashion house for quite a while. All of her stuff is just so quirky and fun, and I'm noticing that the tag is not showing. Excuse me. There it is, to prove it. But I've just always loved Cynthia Rowley's style. I just think it's so fun and cute. So I did some research, and unfortunately I couldn't find it listed on the website anywhere to tell me the original price. But I saw it on some kind of recycled sites like Poshmark and Tradesy, and they had it valued at about $100, which I think is pretty accurate for this line. So I think that's a pretty great deal that I got because I found it at Eco Thrift for half off of 20. So I scored this baby for 10 bucks. Like, I could not be any happier with it. You guys have seen me wear this many times in lookbooks, so I can just wear this for years to come. It's amazing, and I got a great deal on it. Alright, so I think I'm gonna go in order of lowest to highest value of the 5 items that I have to share with you guys. So the next thing that I have to share, you guys will remember when I first put it in a haul video, I about died. Like, I literally could not believe my luck with finding this one. So it is the Rebecca Minkoff bag that I found at Goodwill. And I mean, literally, it was just one of those like squeal-worthy, doing a dance in the aisles kind of thing. It was just such a score. And if you guys would happen to remember, if you saw that video, I'll make sure to link it up here if you guys haven't. I actually found the original tag from Nordstrom, so it says that it's $195 on the tag. So I scored it at Goodwill for $13. So again, I just could not believe my luck with this one. It is so beautiful and classic, and it's just one of those covetable things that you see, you know, in the magazines or on Pinterest, and you're like, oh, maybe someday I'll have one. And then lo and behold, I found one at a secondhand store. I just couldn't believe it. So this one will stay in my wardrobe forever and ever. I will never part with this one. It is just one for the record books. Alright, so we're at the midway point for the pieces that I have to share with you today. So the next item that I have to show you is valued at about $260, which I just could not believe. So what it is this B&D New York. It says it right there on the back. But it's just a leather and canvas tote bag. I mean, it doesn't look like much, which is why I didn't get too excited when I found it on the rack at Weaveworks Recycled Fashion. But then I just kind of thought when I got it home, you know, that leather is kind of nice. Like, just kind of look into this. And lo and behold, they have it still listed on the website. It's sold out, but they do still have it listed at $258. Like, that's insanity. That's crazy for a tote bag. Like, there's not much to it. But I was just over the moon because I got it at Weaveworks for only $6. $6 for this amazing tote bag. So again, this is something that I just don't see myself ever parting with. It makes me happy to look at it. I do think it's beautiful, and it's another one that just makes you go, what are people thinking? Like, why would you ever get rid of this? This is amazing. All right, so the next item is actually a new addition to my wardrobe, and it's something that I broke my Nothing New November challenge for. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll already have seen what I'm talking about, but you'll completely understand why I broke the challenge, because here are these amazing leather, beautiful Marc by Marc Jacobs pumps. Like, just soak it in. These are me to a T in shoe form. Like, this is what I would design for myself. I just fell in love with them. They are in beautiful condition, literally no scuffs or nicks or anything. And I tried them on at Threads, and they fit perfectly. Like, I couldn't believe it. I felt like Cinderella. But I just had to take them home with me. They had them for only $16 at Threads, which is just such a screaming deal already. But then of course I did my research later, and while I couldn't find this exact heel listed anywhere, about the price of a leather shoe by Marc Jacobs, a heel like this is about $298, and I went on like Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's, like all of the places that they have Marc Jacobs shoes for sale, and it was about that price, about $300. So I could not believe my luck with these. These just make me so happy. I cannot wait to wear them. I think that they are just such a score. Alright guys, so we've reached the last item of my top 5 high-end designer pieces that I have thrifted, and this one is not messing around. I could not believe finding this at Goodwill. Like, it was beyond any expectation that I had, and I found it on a sale day. And if I can remember which video that I actually shared it in originally, I'll put it up here for you guys. I think it was a 4th of July sale, if I'm not mistaken. So that means that I found it at 50% off. So what I'm talking about is this Diane von Furstenberg wrap dress. Let's just take a moment of silence. Just appreciate that. DVF at the thrift store. Like, I cannot believe this. So I think my mom actually came across it, so props to you, Mom. But we were waiting in line at Goodwill, and she was like, oh, that print is kind of cool. And we pull it out, and lo and behold, it's DVF. Like, what? So it was marked at $7.99, but I got it half off, so I scored it for $4. So already that's amazing. But then of course I just did some more research on it, and I found out that this one is called the Iced Storm print. So they did it in red and kind of a bluish purple color, which, just a little side note, one of the women on Gilmore Girls, I think the mom, I don't watch it, so I'm sorry for all of you Gilmore Girls lovers, but the mom on there wore the blue version of this, a little shout out there. But they had this one valued, it was actually priced on the website. I found, like, did some digging and found it, but they had it for $345. Let's go ahead and subtract 341 of those, and I'll go ahead and pay that price. Like, $4. I just, again, this is something, if I ever don't fit into it or something happens, I'm just gonna hold on to it for dear life, because it just is one of those things. It's like a trophy to me. When people ask me what my best score is from the thrift store, this is kind of always the piece that I reference. So this is gonna go down in the record books for sure. I am so excited I found this one. Alright you guys, I hope you enjoyed seeing the top 5 high-end designer items that I found at the thrift store. And like I was saying, this is to encourage you guys to get out there and shop, because if I found them, you can find them too. So I'm crossing my fingers. I'm sending all of my good vibes your way, that you find some amazing designer pieces the next time you go secondhand shopping, because you never know what you'll find. So I'm sending some good vibes your way. And since it is about to be Thanksgiving, I wanted to say a big thank you to all of you guys. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you this year. You guys just make my day a little bit brighter and happier and just better overall. I just love each and every one of you guys. I love when you reach out and interact with me and leave comments on my videos telling me the best thing that you thrifted this month, or if you reach out on Instagram. It's just awesome, and you guys are just the best. I love each and every one of you guys. So thank you guys so much for everything this year, and I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And as always, thanks for watching and happy thrifting. Bye!